Have you ever heard about the trolley problem? You are presented with two options: doing nothing and watch 5 people die, or pull the lever, divert the trolley to a different track, and be directly responsible for the death of one person. But the more savvy and philosophical of you might see an obvious third choice. With accurate timing, one could jostle the lever, causing the trolley to travel down both tracks simultaneously, a multi-track drift, if you will, wiping out everyone on both tracks. Why do I bring this up? Because this is the quintessential YouTuber experience. I was approached for the very first time by a game company and was asked to play an early copy of their game, and what unusual undertaking unwittingly did was tie each and every one of us to the track, and brother, a multi-track drifting all the way. So today, we are going to learn why you don't ask strange men on the internet to review your game. Because I am going to review this game poorly. I'm not going to review the game poorly, I'm going to review the game poorly. I plan on doing a good, funny haha job on this review. Dino Mercs is a game where you play as a dinosaur hell-bent on killing all other dinos on your crisscrossing path with modern weaponry. It's another card-based roguelike, but it actually has some really interesting ideas. For starters, the main mechanic of this game is you always play all 5 cards you draw, and what you have to do is choose in what order you play them, and more importantly, which cards you want to have the positive effect, and which cards you want to have the negative effect from. So, a weapon card will do damage in a positive slot, but little to no damage in a negative slot. A flashbang will blind your enemy in the positive slot, but flashbang yourself in the negative slot.
Think fast, Chuckle Nut!
Unless you win the battle by your 3rd card, you will have to deal with the negative effects of your last 2 cards, so choose carefully. The other really interesting thing is that you do that for your enemy's turn as well. They draw 5 cards, and you gotta pick which 3 cards you want to be lessened, and which 2 cards you want to be fully stuffed down your throat. And if they have flashbangs in their deck, you best believe they will be forced to drop each and every one of them on themselves.
Flash out!
The winding paths in the game are interesting as well, as you have a lot of flexibility in how you move, allowing you to choose from rushing straight to the end or taking a more winding path that will hit more events on the way there. So yeah, it's a lot like Slay the Spire, but this one makes a point of being different than that game in a few interesting ways and a lot of weird ways just for the sake of being different.
Don't worry about the way it looks. It's supposed to look different.
You know how you could choose from better cards when you defeat a tougher enemy? Yeah, we don't do that here. Go take another flashbang, dumbass. Yeah, you know all those relics that changed each run in interesting ways? The only relic here is the dinosaur you're playing as. Different bosses? We have the Merc Killer, and you're gonna fight him 12 different times, and you're going to like it. Even the interesting things of the game are just brought down by the current state the game's in. Navigating the map is dictated by one concern, and one concern only: avoiding the base defense fights. Not because they are difficult or unrewarding, but because they are so slow and boring. In regular battles, choosing the order of cards matters less and less as you put your newest, biggest fuck you card up front and let everything else fall as it may. Even more so for enemy cards. Since you don't see new enemy types as the game goes on, they just scale through the game by getting a flat damage boost and an HP boost. No change at all to the actual cards in their deck. So much is missing from this game, like a final boss, an ending, most pictures for the cards, sound effects, and animations. Balance isn't here yet either. I kinda talked about how some things aren't balanced, but other things are just outright broken, and it's not like I'm running around going ho 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 ho, look how spiffing I am. If I save scum for an hour, I could grow a 3rd testicle, completely breaking the game. I mean, by using the second character's one built-in mechanic, I'm doing 300,000 damage with a card in the starting deck. Every character gets access to the Killer Machine buff through either cards or facing the boss. Once you get one of it, you get a major damage buff. Once you get 50 of it, that buff doubles, and once you get 100 of it, you get access to a nuclear warhead. It's not 600,000 damage, but you will start one-shotting everything, and you will violate the Geneva Convention. Less extreme, but most of the rewards for winning a battle are total crap. Some cards are just outright better versions of other cards, but you'll rarely see them, as the choices will be flooded with cards already in your starter deck, so you can either buy nothing, or another flashbang that's just as likely to hit you as the enemy.
Look at this shit.
This means you will have a lot of money saved up with little to spend it on. This won't stop the game from trying to entice you with more money every 3 seconds. In every event, the game acts like I'm as desperate for money as a philosophy grad working at McDonald's. So yeah, this game is garbage. The team behind this should feel terrible. Who was responsible for this anyways? Oh no. It was all done by one guy? I've just been beating up on a single dude's passion project? Okay. Let me clarify something. The actual bones of this game, The actual bones of this game are actually pretty good. It actually builds on the Slay the Spire formula in some interesting ways. But as the game is right now, it's quite unfinished. Most games come out unfinished, but this is really pushing it. I'm sure it'll be a great game someday. I wouldn't have bothered with it if it was just bad all around, but I can only review the game I have in my hand, so, well.
Flashbang.